Ravi was a young man who lived in a small coastal town. The sea was wide, the boats were many, and the market was always busy. Ravi often stood in the middle of the crowd, watching people sell fish, fruits, and clothes. Some shouted loudly to attract buyers. Some counted money quickly with skilled hands. Ravi looked at them and thought, "How do they earn so much? Why do I always remain poor?" Ravi worked hard. He carried heavy loads at the docks. He cleaned tables in a tea stall. He even tried selling fish, but he failed. He spent money quickly, buying sweets, tea, or small things he did not need. At the end of every week, his pockets were empty. One evening, when the sky was red with sunset, Ravi sat outside an old shop. The shop belonged to Hari, a wise shopkeeper. Hari was not the richest man in town, but his shop was steady. He always had goods to sell. He never closed early, and people respected him. Hari saw Ravi's sad face and asked, "Why do you look so troubled, my boy?" Ravi sighed. "I work hard, uncle, but I never have enough money. I think only lucky people can become rich." Hari smiled gently. "Money is not luck, Ravi. Money is an art. If you want, I will teach you the art of making money." Ravi's eyes lit up. "Please teach me." The next morning, Hari handed Ravi 10 small coins. "Keep these for 1 week," he said. Ravi thought it was easy, but in 2 days, he bought tea, sweets, and some roasted peanuts. By the end of the week, only 2 coins were left. Hari asked, "Where are the coins?" Ravi looked down. "I spent them." Hari shook his head. "This is why you never grow. You do not respect small money. A coin may look small, but many coins together become wealth. Learn to respect even the smallest amount." Ravi listened carefully. From then on, he stopped wasting coins. He began saving little by little. Hari told him, "Work alone is not enough. If you want more money, you must learn a skill." So Ravi went to the tailor in the market. He asked questions, watched carefully, and helped with small tasks. After weeks of practice, Ravi could stitch clothes. Hari said, "Now you are more valuable. A man with skill can always earn." Ravi felt proud. He was no longer just a laborer. He was learning to create something with his own hands. One day, Ravi said, "I will open a big shop tomorrow." Hari laughed. "A child must walk before he runs. If you rush, you will fall." So Ravi started small. He bought an old needle and some cloth. At first, he only repaired torn shirts and trousers. People paid him a few coins. The money was not much, but he kept working. Weeks passed. Customers returned. More people came. Slowly, his earnings grew. Patience became his strength. He understood that steady steps build strong roads. As Ravi earned more, he wanted new clothes, shiny shoes, and a gold ring. Hari warned him, "If you spend like a rich man before you become rich, you will stay poor." So Ravi made a simple rule. 1 part of money for daily needs. 1 part for savings. 1 part for growth. He avoided wasteful spending. This discipline gave him control over his life. Months later, Ravi saved enough to buy extra cloth. Instead of keeping the money idle, he invested in fabric. With it, he stitched clothes and sold them for profit. Hari smiled. "Now your money is working for you. If you only save but never invest, money sleeps. But if you use it wisely, it grows." Soon, Ravi bought more cloth, hired a helper, and doubled his work. Other traders in the market often cheated customers. They used weak thread or charged unfair prices. Ravi felt tempted, but remembered Hari's words. "Money earned through lies will not stay. But money earned through honesty will bring trust, and trust will bring more money." Ravi stayed honest. He gave fair prices and good stitches. People noticed. They told others, "Go to Ravi. He will never cheat you." Customers grew. His small stall became a busy shop. One winter night, a poor fisherman came to Ravi. His clothes were torn, and he had no money. Ravi repaired his shirt for free. The man blessed him and left. Soon, he sent his friends to Ravi's shop. Business grew even more. Hari said, "When you give, you do not lose. You plant seeds in people's hearts. They return with fruits." Ravi learned that kindness was also part of the art of making money. Years passed. Ravi's shop grew into a fine clothing store. He hired many workers and trained young boys in stitching. He even opened another shop in the next town. One evening, Hari visited Ravi. The shop was filled with customers, cloth of many colors, and the sound of sewing machines. Ravi bowed and said, "Uncle, you taught me the art of making money. Without you, I would still be lost." Hari smiled. "I only showed you the way. You walked on it. Remember, wealth is not only in coins. True wealth is in skill, patience, honesty, and wisdom." Before Hari passed away, Ravi wrote down all the lessons he had learned. He called them the rules of money. Respect every coin. Learn a skill. Be patient. Control spending. Make money work. Stay honest. Give and grow. Ravi shared these lessons with his children, workers, and anyone who asked him about success. Many years later, a young boy named Arjun came to Ravi. He was restless, just as Ravi once had been. He said, "Sir, I work hard, but I'm always broke. Please tell me how you became rich." Ravi smiled, just as Hari once had. He gave Arjun 10 coins and said, "Keep these for 1 week. That will be your first lesson." The circle of wisdom began again. Ravi had mastered the art of making money. But more than that, he had mastered the art of living with purpose, discipline, and generosity. His story proved that anyone, no matter how poor, can grow rich if they learn the art, step by step, and practice it with patience and honesty.